What's up? Good evening, guys. My name is Kachi. We are here again for another interesting conversation with our finalists. Today was pretty interesting. We had our first batch of finalists today. We had Elizabeth. We had Elizabeth of O7 Foods teach today. We had Amara Ayebu. Stella Adebayo was also on point. We had a team bug of Eti Farms Global. We had Indidi. Indidi also came on to pitch her idea for the second time. Of course, Tony Afolabi and these people did their beats. It was an interesting conversation, having to watch all of them come on board to share their idea again. A few of them added new things, a few of them refined their ideas so that it could meet the panels, what the panels were looking out for. It was streamed live on live on Facebook. So if you can, look out for King Ogwemi Foundation on Facebook, and if you want to watch that session, please do well to watch. Shout out to everybody who pitched today. I wish you guys good luck. I wish you guys success going forward, and I trust that you all are going to have a great time. and when we begin to announce our results for those who qualify for the 100k grants, I'm sure your name will be amongst them. Start praying for those who know how to pray. So this evening I have Adesola Lasisi. She's going to be joining me in a bit. We want to talk about her brand, her business, her plans, her projections, and what her expectations are for the next set of pitch for the next batch of pitch that she'll be coming through. So Adesola, I don't know if you're here. Just please join me. Let's have this conversation. I'm waiting for her to join me. Meanwhile, most foods, that's I think that's Helen. How you doing? NASA Foundation, thank you for joining. So I'll be waiting for Adesola Lasisi once she joins me. All right. Coffee's Skin Pearls. That's a brand name. She'll be joining me in a bit. Let's do this. Hi.
Hi,
Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
How is your baby?
She's fine, she's doing very fine.
Awesome. Your baby was with you on the day of your pitch. Apparently, I'm sure she's also learning how to pitch ideas.
Yeah, so very
So how
good.
are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Were you able to watch those that pitched today?
Yes, I did. I joined in
How
on
was
it.
it?
It was fine. I
Was
learned
it
a
tough
few
or was
things.
it something it was
I wouldn't say it was really tough, but the necessary questions were asked. So, I learned a lot of things, and I went back to look at my own my own presentation too, and I had to do a little bit of corrections and stuff like that. Yeah, it was
Of
really
course,
good.
that's the benefit of those who are going to be pitching like after now, because they would have been watching on you on Facebook to see their errors. And all right, big shout out to you.
Thank
How
you.
are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
Um, let's talk about your business.
Okay.
Yeah, so tell us about your brand. Let's know about what you do.
Okay. So, Coffee Skin Pat is an eco-friendly business skincare brand, sustainable
Yeah,
skincare brand. Like our core is to create eco-friendly skincare solutions for women to help
yeah,
them maintain their good health and well-being. So, in a way of doing that, one major thing that we do is our water-free skin products formulation. Like when we formulate our products, we use zero water, and that's intentional to contribute to the sustainable management of water, because it's I read an article recently that said if we don't start saving water now, water will start becoming a luxury for us. And that is how
Mm-hmm.
much of a problem it's becoming. So we have to start saving water. And the skincare industry is one of the industry that uses a lot of water, apart from the food industries. The skincare uses a lot of water, and it's very encouraging now to see that some other giants in the industry are also adopting the movement. They're also using less water. They are going water. Some are using less water. Some are going water free. Like Unilever is using like 40% less water in their formulations. L'Oreal is using like 60% less water. So it's encouraging for us small business owners to like follow suit, knowing that okay, this is actually going to be something that we can all achieve together.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons why Coffee Skin Part exists, and I'm proud to say that we are the first water-free skincare brand in Nigeria. So
Really?
yes, 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 we are. So that is great. That is good for us, and also we also help to contribute to reducing plastic pollution, because plastic too is also a very, very big problem. So we try as much as possible to use minimal plastic. As of now, our packaging is 95% plastic free. So that means most of our packaging is plastic free, our containers, bottles, and all of that. The only plastic that we use now is the bubble wrap that we use to wrap the bottles, so that when they are being shipped, they are protected. So we create natural formulations, plant-based, and one thing that I like to tell people, that being water-free doesn't mean that the products are less of quality or less effective or less they don't work well. That's not true, because with water-free, what we do is that we use these ingredients in their almost pure states, like they're not diluted. So we can use them in their almost pure state to create these very concentrated, undiluted skincare products for you. So they work more effectively. They work better than most of them. Because most times when you buy a skincare product in the market and you look at the back, you look at the ingredients, the first thing you see is aqua, which is like a nickname they use for water in the skincare. And that
Water,
means
yeah.
when you see that, that means that your skincare product is like almost 80% water, because they list these ingredients in the amount of which they are being used. And when I really see that in a skincare product, I'm discouraged to use it. That means that, okay, most of this thing is water, except you are using a highly concentrated chemical ingredient that you need to dissolve that much. But if you're using something natural, something plant based, we don't need that much water to dissolve, because it's natural, so it doesn't really need that much dilution, that much water. So that's what we're trying to achieve. The idea is to create this non-diluted concentrated skincare products that you can use. It will be effective for your skin, and also you'll be contributing to the sustainability of the environment. So that's it about Coffee Skin Part.
Um, when you talk about having to reduce water in this skincare product so that you have it in its natural state, its
Yes.
natural form. Some of us might be wondering, but man, water is good. Okay, maybe because some people try to use more water for more production. Is that what they do? Like if you have to dilute a particular product in its natural form.
Yeah.
Maybe because they're also considering their own costs. If I
Exactly.
have to say, for example,
That's
is that
that's
what
that's
it is?
part of the thing. Water is very cheap, so you can easily get it. So people are using, like, some brands are using like a cheap filler to just
Of
fill up a
course.
bottle, fill up. Which why you can you don't have to.
All right, that's because that's the problem you are trying to solve. And I know
Exactly.
for everybody who goes into business, they are looking out for a particular problem they want to solve. So for you, you are saying no to the use of water
Too
in
much
the
water.
mixture
Exactly.
of skincare products so that it will come in its natural form. So whoever is using that product can get the realness,
Exactly.
of that
Yeah.
particular product. So how has the business been for you? Because of course, there are a lot of brands who, in quotes, are probably doing amazing and
Yes.
they are using water a lot. And because they have an established brand, a known name, how do you compete with those kind of people now? Because of course, if you're
Yes.
saying
Yes.
you don't want to use water, how do you compete with those kind of people?
Okay. when we started last year, but this year, January, I mentioned it in my last speech, like we took a break to create good structures and strategies. And at that
Yeah.
point, we realized that the Nigerian skincare market is very saturated. And already,
Okay.
they're already
True.
market leaders already, recognizable
Yeah.
names. If you think of skincare, you think of them. So
Yeah.
the thing with us now is that, okay, we realize that, okay, if we say we are competing with these people, or we are trying to overthrow these people, or we're trying to outspend them, it's like we're going to be fetching water inside baskets because naturally we cannot outspend them. They have more money, they have more customers, they have more resources, and we are
Yeah.
just starting up, so we can't. So one of the strategies that we now took in place is to be a thought leader. Is to be a thought leader in the skincare industry, and that's why
Yeah.
when we were deciding our target market, we decided that it's either you are just starting your skincare journey. You just want to go to start using, you've never done skincare before, you just want to go to start using skincare, or you're at a stage where you want to switch your skincare brand. We are not
Yeah.
trying to steal customers from any other skincare brand.
Yeah.
We're just trying to take you if you're just a beginner. And that's why we've been doing a lot of content marketing. A lot
Yeah.
of content market in a way that we educate, education, educate 80%, sell 20%, educate people. So if you come to us and say, oh, hi, Coffee Skin Pad, I'm just starting my skincare journey, can you advise me on what to use? So we can tell you, we can educate you, we can recommend products for you. So what we're trying to do is we want you to think that, okay, we're trying to create an authority in the conscious skincare market. Like we're trying to build a community of conscious skincare consumers. So we're trying to build a community. We're trying to let you think that, okay, if I want to I want to start being conscious and as an individual, and my skincare journey too, I want to be conscious. The first name you should think of is Coffee Skin Pat. So
Yeah.
that's the market that we're trying to break. And it's necessary because I stalk a lot of this skincare brand. I stalk their comment sections a lot. And I see
Yeah.
that people are actually being conscious. People are asking, is your product plastic free? What are your environmental practices and all that? So it's not that people don't want to, they want to, but they just haven't found the right brand. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put us in your faces. So you know that, okay, when you want to be conscious, you can come to us
Yeah.
as a conscious skincare brand. So that's what we're trying to do.
Amazing. You see, content marketing is amazing. Content marketing is great. Trying to be in the faces of the people is great. As a matter of fact, it's one of the things that I've also tell a lot of you guys that no matter how big or how ambitious you want to think of your business, you need to constantly find a way to be in the faces of the people. Because
Exactly.
the more you stay in the faces of the people, the more people get to know what you're doing. Now, you see, when you brought the issue of thought leadership into this conversation, I felt like, okay, fine. If you're coming from that perspective, it means that you need to do a lot more advocacy.
Yes.
Yeah, advocacy in the sense that for me, I might not be interested. Like for me, naturally, I don't use cream. Not like I don't want to use cream, maybe because I don't know, like I don't feel like I should use cream. So there are some people who probably don't know, and then you can come and tell me, Mr. Kachi, if you start using my product, your skin will look more shiner than it's already shining. So how are you doing, aside from your content marketing, because I also know that there's a place of one-on-one interaction with people, trying to compel people who are not even thinking about skincare products. Because for you as a brand, one other reason you are in business is also to make money
Yes. Yes.
beyond your passion. Yeah. So how do you convince somebody like me who is not starting a skincare journey? Because you're talking about your target market are those who wants to start probably a skincare journey, or they want to change what they are currently using. What of those of us who are indifferent? We don't use cream, we don't have any intention of starting any skincare journey. How do you convince people like us to, reach
Okay.
out to you?
I like that question because I actually had a friend too, a guy too that doesn't use cream, and I remember that I was trying to convince him. I kept talking and talking that you just have to start skincare because skincare is not just for women; it's for everybody. Because it's not only that you're making, okay, if your goal is not to fight pimples or acne or anything that you're doing, you just still have to take care of your skin and remain healthy, because the skin is one of the biggest organs in the body and is like one of your first defenses against diseases. And if you don't take care of that, you're very susceptible to infections and diseases and everything. So you need to take care of that. So what we do is, like I said, content marketing. We write on blogs, um, adverts, sponsored ads, and also on our Instagram page and Facebook page. And we try to educate people the importance of starting skincare, even if you don't do it. So we are doing our own part in educating people and keep talking about it. And we hope that you would listen to us and start your skincare journey, because we just have to tell you, we can't force you to come and buy our product. We just need to keep telling you that this is why you should start. So
Yeah.
keep educating, keep educating.
Yeah, you have a lot of work to do in that light. You have a lot of work to
A lot,
do.
yes, a lot of work.
Yeah,
We're
a
not
lot
even
of
lying.
work to do
I
because
can't wait till we actually start building our team and all that, because
yeah,
only me can't do it. You need a very good team around you to help you to plan your structures and your strategies. So yeah, we need to work. We
yeah,
need to do that. That part
yeah.
needs to be.
It's amazing. Me, I personally like the fact that there's a problem and you're trying to solve the problem. I like the
Yes,
fact that you have your strategy already on ground. You know what you want to do. And for those who understand skincare and they want their, of course, we are in that era now of people going natural, this natural that. Those days it used to be that if you are doing natural, those days you have to be like an SU, a deeper life member, or what's it called?
yes.
A scripture union member. Okay, I think, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, those days used to be that. But right now, we're in that era where even when you're not a deeper life member, or sorry, I'm calling the name of church now, but those were the people who used to have natural hair, natural this. But right
Yes.
now, we also see that people are trying to go natural, and people are also trying to get conscious about not just what they rub on their skin, also what they eat and all of those things. So
Yeah.
we're in that era of natural, because of course we know one of the reasons why a lot of people are beginning to get sick, cancer of this, cancer of that, is because of maybe too many of these chemicals, too many of these mixture
Exactly.
here
Yeah.
and there.
Yes.
Is one of the
Unprotected.
reasons. So I want to give a very big shout out to you, because I've said to a lot of people who have been asking me, maybe offline, people who are just seeing what we are doing, and what are you guys trying to achieve with all these things you're doing? And I'm inspired to know that Nigerians are thinking. I'm inspired to know that Nigerians have something they can bring to the table.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say to you now is to encourage you, to let you know that no matter how difficult it gets, no matter how the economy tries to make it look impossible, the
Exactly.
spirit of a Nigerian man, the spirit of a Nigerian woman is to consistently show up. Even when it's becoming difficult for you, you just know that I've got to show up, because in my showing up, that is where my breakthrough is.
Yes.
So big shout out to you, big shout out to your brand, and keep doing what you're doing, really. So my next question to you is, where do you see your brand in the next 5 years?
Oh, in the next 5 years, one probably would have like 50% share in the market already,
Awesome.
maybe even more than that. And two, we're not just only in Nigeria alone. Like we've already, to a certain extent, conquered the Nigerian market, and we are looking to move to an international market.
Yeah,
And people, I see myself in all this, like you said, advocacy. I see myself like probably speaking in the UN about sustainable goals or things like that, like advocating for sustainable management of water in Nigeria, because, like, believe it or not, people actually suffered from lack of water in Nigeria. And I see myself talking about these things, educating people, apart from the skincare brand. Like Coffee Skin Parts actually has maybe like a foundation that um, helps to solve these
yeah,
problems, not only
yeah,
just selling skincare, but impacting in the environment. And that's the dream. Like when you think of sustainability, when you think of environmental consciousness, the first thing you think of is us. We're like a market leader, an
yeah,
authority,
yeah.
and we have, of course, we have a community of amazing customers and clients, and yeah, we are making the money too.
It's good to be an authority in your area of specialization. It's good to be like that authority. Like if they call your name, they know this is what this person does.
Exactly.
If they
Yes.
mention coffee skin power, they know this are this now them, nobody, you understand. So it's amazing to know that you have such big dreams, big visions, and all. And my prayer is that they will come through for you.
Amen.
Passion to profit for us. One of the things we wanted to do with it is um, really help people redefine their ideas. Help them put it in a much better perspective. Because we have listened to a lot of people and we saw that as much as some of these ideas are very, very interesting, captivating, economically viable as the case is, there is still some adjustment that needs to be made so that the life of that business will be sustained. So for you, share with me, what were the feedback that you got during your last session? What were the adjustments? What was your experience like at the first
The
time you pitched to
pitch.
us?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, the first pitch was good. I don't want to say it was very good, but it was good because at the point when I finished my pitch, the panel,
Dio.
Mr. Dye was like, okay, all the questions that we even want to ask you, Seb, you have used your mouth to answer it. So I was really happy. I just couldn't shout like yes, because
Yeah.
that gives me validation that I actually delivered a very good pitch.
Yeah.
So, and believe it or not, that was my first ever business pitch in my life. So I was anxious. I was like, is this going to be good? This is going to be bad. So after that, and I got that feedback from him, I was really happy with the feedback. And I think from you also were like, you asked us how we've been doing our marketing since I stated that the money was going to be used for more marketing, and I explained to you that we do sponsored ads and content marketing, and it was a positive feedback, and I really liked it. I
You know what
enjoyed it.
I keep saying to you guys? There are some people who already know their businesses. Yeah, they know it, and you're one of those people who knew your business. And when you came, it was difficult to even ask you question because you practically, I'm sure maybe by the virtue of the fact that I had a session with you guys a day before the pitching started, I said to us, these are the areas you need to
Yeah,
focus on. These are the areas you need to capitalize on. And I think you're one of the people who came and probably did your research, you did your study, you ensured that you had all of those things. So, of course, you were on before and you were listening to other people before you came on, even though your daughter came to give you moral support on the day, but you did amazing. So I'm going to say a very big thank you to you for even registering, and
thank you.
for your brand as well. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing through. There's nothing more that I can say than to keep encouraging all of you.
Thank you.
Like Mr. King said, for us, the 26 of you are amazing, and really, the 26 of you are going to be like a project for the foundation. And we might not attend to everybody right now, but we are already thinking how we can actually help everybody. You might be a winner, you might not be a winner. Well,
Hopefully.
hopefully, yeah. So it's just to also let you guys know that it doesn't stop here. Keep pushing through, keep doing what you're doing, and in the next 5 years, truly, I really see your business coming through like you have it in your mind. I know 2020 seems to be like a very rough year for a lot of people, but it's also an amazing year, I must
Yes,
say.
yes,
A
yeah.
lot of ideas are bettered in this period. A lot of people have redefined their life, redefined their goals to know that, oh man, life is not what it used to be anymore. We need to start redefining how we live from now on. So a very big thank you to you,
Thank
and thank you so much for participating. When are you pitching your next? When are you pitching next?
August 7th, Group C.
That's into Group C. Wow, your people are already here. I see Kenny Abibat. I see
Yes, yes,
I see
yes.
Fortune. They are saying people are group of death. I don't know what group of death means. I only thought that group of death are always in football. So we have a lot of amazing people on that group, a lot of great guys. So you guys come on with your A game, and I'm sure it's going to be an interesting time
Yeah.
also. So at this point in time, I'm going to allow you to give a special shout out to anybody to your, in fact, you have to shout out to your daughter because she came to give
Shout
moral
out to
support
her.
today.
She's like my rock. She's
Yeah,
like all these things. She's my exit plan. Yes. When it's what is your exit plan? I'm like my daughter is my exit. She's going to take over the business. So yeah, big shout out to her. She brings me joy and happiness. So yeah.
awesome.
Big shout out to her. And big shout out to you, and you, Mr. Kachi, and the foundation. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Like, I don't know, I'm a very shy person and I get really scared when I have to talk to people. So when I saw the email the first time that we had to pitch, I was like, no, 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 I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I almost backed up. I was like, you know what? Let me just do this. This is the first time. Though it's to come to a time that I have to speak to people, I have to talk to people. So it's just
Yeah,
better to just start now. And I'm really,
yeah.
really grateful for giving me the opportunity. I'm very, very grateful. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much.
Awesome, because you need to begin to learn how to talk. How do you talk in America to all those people about your skincare products if you don't learn now? So a big shout out to the foundation for also giving you that platform to be able to talk. And
Yes.
then, of
Thank
course,
you.
business people talk. You have got to talk. How do you let people know about your brand if you don't talk? So consistently, these are the things that we wanted to do to help people also build capacity, build confidence going forward in their businesses and all of those things. So very big thank you to you. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that God is going to see you through
Amen.
all what
Amen.
you set out to
Amen.
do. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll be looking forward to August 7th to
Yes.
get engaged for the last time.
All
Thank you
right.
very
Thank you for
much.
having me. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. That's Adesola of Skincare, Coffee Skincare Pet, and she will be featuring on the 7th for the final time. Coming up next is Kemi Abibat. I'm going to be discussing with Kemi in a bit. I think her time is in 3 minutes. So Kemi, get ready for me. I will be calling you in a bit. Thank you everybody for joining. Please stick around. We still have one more person to go.